Hey pal, how you doing? This is Tony Lockwood. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio at CAASE 18. This conference is co-hosted Digital Engineering, whom I'm representing, and Nathan. So, we got the best, the two best here. And speaking of the best, I have a really smart person here to tell you all about what they're doing, why it's important to you. Will you please introduce yourself, the company you work for, talk about your products a little bit, and
Absolutely.
here you go.
So my name is Juan from Front-End Analytics. We're a platinum sponsor for the CAASE conference.
Great.
We're here because we're revolutionizing engineering simulation. We think CAASE is a great venue for us to expose this to the community. We are doing very interesting things associated with engineering simulation, predictive analytics, and engineering simulation. So engineering simulation, we are really working on cutting-edge problems. We also provide engineering simulation software to solve very complex problems. The area of predictive analytics, we are working very heavily on areas associated with uncertainty quantification, Bayesian uncertainty integration, which is really the way the industry is moving towards from simulation as a deterministic tool to simulation in the context of a statistical world where the reality doesn't always follow what you predict, and you're trying to understand make decisions based on simulation. So that's an area, in fact, we see people in our group, almost 50% wanting to understand how do you use simulation to make decisions, be it a design engineer, be it an analyst, be it manufacturing or servicing. And that's an area where predictive analytics and prediction certainly makes a lot of sense. And then finally, we're seeing a lot of interest in the area of simulation and marketization, which is now that I have simulation as a strategic weapon that can be used in many different scenarios, how do I deploy that to the enterprise? How do I make designers be able to explore the science space? What level of fidelity I need to have for my models?
Mm-hmm.
How do I put the right controls so they're able to explore the science space? How do I allow my analysts to be able to validate their models, and what are the type of data? So when I do a test, it's not just about measuring some data, but it's also about where do I place transducers? What is the best way to test protocols that we use? And manufacturing, how do I dispose of quality non-conformance? What are the right tolerances? So we really are now looking at the enterprise, how we can use simulations and tune simulation for each use case across the enterprise. And we're seeing significant amount of interest associated with using simulation not just as narrow simulation for design validation, but really
will
across,
this part break? Much more than that,
right? Rather than a failure or investigation, it's really more enterprise. And that is where we see a lot of the opportunity.
So it sounds that like your customers are just coming at you from all sorts of angles and problems for you guys to solve or help them solve.
Yes,
to be precise. Do you find that they're running into cultural issues in house that the design guys really don't want to have anything to do with the analyst, or vice versa, or they feel that this is my area of expertise, and there's the validation issues you were talking about, so you got all the test guys on there.
So biggest hurdle is not technology. Technology has become commoditized. It is really to the point where when you think of it, we take Google, you're able to land anywhere on the planet and see a street.
Right.
20, 30 years ago, you needed to be, the Secretary of State or the Defense Department, investing billions of dollars to have that capability that today you get for free. Right? And so that has enabled tremendous amounts of possibilities in companies. Now, the main problem is our minds, right? People are still, we are creatures of habit, right? And this is what I've been doing for 20 years. And how is that going to affect my job? And the reality is there's tremendous opportunities across the enterprise for you to create change, and create a differentiated advantage for the company. But people need to understand that, yes, their roles are going to change. They're not going to be the same as they were doing before, but they're providing more value to the company.
They're probably not the same thing they were doing 20 years ago either.
That's correct. That's correct. And allows them. So we work very much with companies, particularly when we're dealing with large deployments, in working with alignment. How do I align creating management and the folks to be aligned to be able to deploy? What is the right solutions? And there's not one size fits all. So there's many different frameworks that we employ. We try to make people own the solution, make people part of the process of deployment so that they understand that this is not a threat to their jobs. And an analyst, instead of spending their time trying to correct what maybe a junior engineer does, they spend more time innovating and creating new things that allow their company to be differentiated. And the truth is, being that technology has become so commoditized, when you see a lot of these companies, the new threats to these companies are not established players. They're companies that have never played in their existing field, and people are starting to understand. So it has helped kind of move the culture and work. And each company has their own culture and their own. And you need to work with companies to try to get them to move from where they are today to kind of this new vision of simulation, really as a strategic differentiator for them to actually become better and have greater business.
Now, where do you think things are headed with all of this in the next 10, 20 years? I'm pretty sure they're not going to be on that train outside. But, where's it evolving to? I guess that's too big a time frame, but the next few years.
So I think there's a tremendous revolution occurring in digitization and robotization. Right? So you're seeing industries where the simulation, AI, machine learning, are sort of transforming the framework that allows you to develop products, how you use products, how you interact. When you're driving your car is no longer a just mobility, but it is an extension of yourself. Right? I have a 4-year-old son, and he probably will never learn how to drive because cars will be autonomous and they will be able to go from place A to place B. And so you're going through a transformation in our world where technology has become ubiquitous. It has become, products have become essentially computers, right? It's really,
everything's a computer, right?
Everything is a computer, right? And everything, and you have it at every point touch, right? So it perceives, what you want before you even know that you want it, because it studies the way you, right? And so we come to a point where so it is in that environment that we're developing new products. And if you think that you can continue developing the way you developed in 20 years, you're going to be out of business.
Right. Yeah. Or you're going to be in one of those
historic
parks.
That's correct. And
it is in that environment that it requires a cultural change. But the advantage is that technology is becoming commoditized and becoming ubiquitous, which allows you to play and transform the way companies respond to the market, how they develop products, how they service products, the entire product lifecycle experience. So that's really what we're here to, help push that revolution and help companies democratize and be able to create products and experiences that are truly differentiated.
Well, I want you to give us your website so that people can go check you out a little bit more. I was wandering around your site, and I would say it's a very interesting set of stuff you can do for people. And you're really out there on the edge.
Absolutely.
So give me your website.
Yeah, so our website is www.feasol.com. FEASOL.com.
Yeah.
You can come visit us, and we're more than looking to serve you and provide you differentiated competitive advantage. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you, pal, for watching. And
Pleasure.
have a Great
Thank
time
you.
at the rest of the show.
Thank you. All right.